All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, CHASM is coming to Marvel Future Fight in the form of a new uniform for Spider-Man Ben Reilly. Yes, ladies and gents, we're getting more Spider-Verse characters. We're also getting ARACHKNIGHT, who looks kind of like Spider-Man 2099 if you take a look at the mask. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do for these characters. This is sneak peek number 3 for the January update. And I gotta say, they should have dropped this 2 weeks ago. But that's just me personally. This is what they said on the forums here. The intel shows that Spider-Man across the multiverse are gaining new powers. Both these Spider-Man who have found themselves challenging their identities find strength in their confusion. Merged and created. Check out the new powers of these web warriors who have unique abilities. Thank you. So it seems like we're going to be getting at least one more sneak peek, possibly 2. We'll have to wait and see. People are speculating that Tier 4 Spider-Man is next up, since we got Miles Morales and now we have ARACHKNIGHT and CHASM, aka Ben Reilly, getting a uniform. So would make sense for Spider-Man to be getting Tier 4 since it's a Spider-Verse kind of thing. However, I don't know if that's enough to save the January update. I gotta be honest with you guys. Not too many people cared about War Tiger, and even though Shadow Shell is absolutely fantastic, people don't really care about her like that. So this update so far has been kind of a dud, and I don't think Spider-Man can save this. You guys leave me your thoughts in the comments. Now, I am happy that these guys will be getting awakened skills. I don't think they're going to be getting tier 3s. I think they're going to be getting awakened skills. However, one could get an awakened skill and one could get a tier 3. Or they could include somebody else that's not Spider-Man in the next sneak peek, give them a tier 3 and give these 2 awakened skills. The reason why I'm saying that I don't see these guys getting tier 3s is because they're kind of like support characters. But then again, even support characters have gotten tier 3 before, right? We got support characters like Shuri and White Fox, and they got tier 3s. But I'm looking at these guys, and realistically, he is definitely a support character. I would really like to see them, however, improve upon this ability. If they don't, it's still going to be nice, because him getting awakened skill or a tier 3 is going to allow you to use him in Giant Boss Raid and in World Boss Legend. That's a pretty big deal, because that's going to give all of your spider characters 40% extra damage to villains. The damage to heroes, that's more so for like AC. The skill damage and bonus damage is pretty good as well. So I'm definitely going to be with a tier 3 him or transcending him, whatever they decide to do for him, for sure. And if Spider-Man is next up, it's nice to see that this guy is going to be here for him as a support system. They should have did the exact same thing for Abomination when they gave Hulk his biggest power up to date. But we know these guys don't think logically most times, okay? But yeah, I would love to see Ben Reilly actually become significantly better. A couple changes I would like to see to his kit is, like, I'd like to see his accumulation get bumped up from 0.6 to at least 1%. That would be nice. And then maybe bump up his healing from 15% to 20, maybe 25%. And then besides that, maybe change his 4-star passive to something more, recent. Stun immunity and paralysis, that's cool, but maybe some physical attack or something else would be nice. I don't think besides that he needs anything else. I think his skills are pretty cool and they're easy to cancel, very proc friendly. So even if they don't change his skills per se, kind of like what they did with Shadow Shell, they just kind of like shuffled them around a little bit and just add a little bit more to the animation, I'll be okay with it, right? Just because his skill set is pretty good. Not too many people are using him outside of Shadowland anyways, so him getting an awakened skill or a tier 3, people would start using him in high-end content, and the animations on his skills would still be relatively fresh unless you are brand new to the game. Because I can't think of the last time I was using this guy for anything besides, I believe it's stage 33 in Shadowland, that stage that you need to use spider characters. That's literally what I use him for every single week. I just put it on auto and just let it run, because I always have the autoplay plus for Shadowland since it saves me time. But yeah, I don't think he really needs much else. Maybe like some ignore dodge, or you know what they could do though? Damage reduction, I think, is the big thing I'd like to see here, because the spiders are natively very fragile. So if they added damage reduction on here, he's already giving them a lot. Skill damage, bonus damage, and the extra damage to heroes and villains. That's really good. That's more than Mystique and some of the other support characters give. But if they bump up the extra damage to heroes and villains, maybe 50% damage to villains, 45% to heroes, and then added, I don't know, maybe 30% damage reduction in here. Since it's specifically for Spider Sense characters, it would still be very limiting but that would be really cool, and you could maybe set up some AC teams like with him, Spider-Man, and Spider-Woman, because Spider-Woman already offers the spider's debuff removal. Spider-Man's current uniform offers debuff removal as well, so even if you didn't have Jessica Drew, you could still run a pretty sick spider team. Obviously that would be easy to counter with villains like Hulk and Carnage, because Carnage is pretty toxic. But yeah, I wouldn't mind if they actually did that. The thing is, AC isn't good enough for most people to be building characters for, right? And I don't see Spider-Man, even at tier 4, being a force to be reckoned with in timeline battle unless he can somehow suppress Jean Grey. Like, unless he's getting a new uniform and that's gonna make him like insanely powerful and he can push Jean Grey out. But even if he pushes Jean Grey out, you're just bringing Hulk and Carnage back in. So you're gonna have that rock paper scissors effect. So I don't know how that's gonna work out. But ARACHKNIGHT, he needs a lot more help. He has healing on his 4-star passive, so that's pretty dope. They could probably bump that up to 50%. Maybe when his HP is below 50%, he heals for 30 to 50% HP. That'd be cool. Either that, or they need to give him healing on one of these skills, just because relying on him to drop below 30% and not die in high-end content when characters are hitting so hard these days, that's almost impossible. You know what I'm saying? Because there's lots of characters that can literally one-shot you, like Hulk's forward skill, for example. One hit, you're dead. This don't even proc, right? So it would be cool if they increase that to 50%. If not, maybe add a small heal in here, 15, 20, I think 30%. This should be the new standard where we are right now if you want to use him in high-end content, especially since he's a character that costs crystals. In case you guys forgot, he's crystal locked, just like White Fox. You can't get him through biosubs, you can't get him through any other means besides the heroic quests over here, which nobody plays anymore, right? And you have to spend $750 to unlock it. And I think right now it should be just one time you have to buy it, then you can just use tickets and then use bios to get him up. So yeah, maybe they need to give him like a damage accumulation as well, because he doesn't have that. And I think they need to maybe incorporate some cancelable skills in here for him, because if I remember correctly, he has immunity at a couple of attack buffs. If I remember correctly, because I haven't been using this guy at all, honestly. I don't think any of his skills can be cancelled. You know, like, yeah, none of them can really be cancelled. Yikes. Yeah, so he needs a lot of help. Can you cancel the 5? Oh, you can cancel the 5. You can cancel the 5. See, I forgot. I ain't gonna hold you, I forgot. So yeah, you could do 5. I don't know, 5, 4, 3, something like that. Let me see. 5, 4. Nah. So, yeah, I guess something like that could work, but they're probably gonna change this around. It's just funny that the mask that they put in the trailer is literally Spider-Man 2099's mask. So when I seen it originally, I'm like, wait a second, did they put the wrong name? Cause like, let me see, where's my guy? Miguel Ojala. Where are you? I haven't seen you in a minute. Base kit. Like, look at the mask, right? And tell me it doesn't look exactly like, what is it? Look at this. Tell me that this mask doesn't look almost identical to Spider-Man 2099. Like, seriously, it's such a close copy. But either way, since you guys are using such a close replica of this man's mask, it would be nice if y'all gave him tier 3 while you're at it, because now he's gonna be the last spider left behind. I don't really like that too much. I would like to be able to play with my boy. He already got a pretty good kid, so you know, I mean, it would be nice to see him come back. But anyways, leave me your thoughts in the comments. Are you guys excited for CHASM and ARACHKNIGHT? New uniforms, tier 3s, transcended. We don't even know what's happening yet, but they're coming soon. They should be dropping next week. I'm probably gonna pick them both up. I'm not gonna lie, I would have preferred something else, something more hype, because these guys are kind of like side characters. You heard me? But it is what it is. It saves me money. So they can keep doing whatever they want, man. I'll just keep limiting my spending.